If sleep were money, we could solve everything with a weekend. Sleep 10 hours, maybe 12. Put something aside. But it doesn't work that way. And perhaps that is exactly what makes fatigue so frustrating. The idea of storing sleep feels intuitive. We live in a world where everything accumulates: time, points, credit. Sleep more today so you feel better tomorrow. It sounds logical, but sleep does not work like that, or at least, not in the way we imagine. The body does not store hours of sleep as reserves for future use. It does not set them aside as a backup. It can temporarily reduce what is called sleep debt. But there is no mechanism that allows us to accumulate hours to use later on. What it does is different, much simpler, and much more limited. Sleeping well does not create a treasure, it creates margin, a small buffer, a temporary tolerance. It allows us to get through a demanding period without collapsing immediately. But that margin does not grow endlessly, and above all, it does not replace the sleep that is missing. Here lies the point we often misunderstand. Thinking of sleep as a bank account can lead to two opposite mistakes. The first is believing we can recover everything later. The second is underestimating how fatigue builds up day after day. The body does not calculate, it responds. Some effects of sleep loss soften, others do not. And not always in the same way for everyone. Not because we are doing something wrong, but because sleep is not a resource to manage like capital. It is a biological process that either happens or does not happen. And when it does not happen, there is no perfect shortcut to fix it. Understanding this changes the tone of the inner dialogue. Less guilt, less bargaining with the body. We are not failing at resting. We are simply asking something to do what it cannot do. Sleeping well in advance helps, for a while. Then biology takes over again. It is not bad news. It is a more honest frame. One that can reduce unrealistic expectations and, for some people, even part of the stress linked to controlling sleep. Sleep is not a moral debt, and it is not an investment to optimize. It is a rhythm, sometimes regular, sometimes not. If we stop treating it as an account that must balance, perhaps we can begin to see it for what it is. Not a test of discipline, but a fragile and very human part of how we function.